So I get lots of people to ask me, is hacking the hacker is something possible? Is it something legitimate? Is it something we do as working in malware analysis? What's our point of view about that? So let me tell you this. First, hacking back the hacker as an act, it is an offensive act. And this could be actually illegal for so many different reasons. However, there are other workarounds to get into rather than hacking the hacker, but actually getting information from him. So first, is it possible? Hacking the hacker is possible. You can find the CNC having some vulnerabilities, or you can find the malware itself, or possibly the tool that's used on the other side having some vulnerabilities receiving specific commands. And because the malware authors don't expect that the malware that they will have any kind of brute forcing or any kind of fuzzing that's being done on their tools, they don't necessarily develop it to be very secure. But here's the thing. Hacking the hacker is considered illegal. However, there are other workarounds. And the first thing is that if you are inside a country, if you want to defend against a specific malware locally, you can actually block this domain from the whole country through the ISPs and actually sinkhole that domain so you can get to know what are the infected machines and in the whole country, and then ask them to uninstall the malware or find a way to contact them to clean their machines and so on. So this is one way. You didn't get the attacker, but you were able to remove that malware from the whole environment. There is also the second thing, which is reaching out to the web hosting. Sometimes some attackers, they use some shared web hosting to host their malware, mostly not like the big actors in the threat landscape, but some small hackers who create their own ransomware, and they use like shared web hosting, a shared website to be able to deploy their malware. And in many cases, you can actually reach out to them to block this attacker, to block his account, and give you all the data or all the logs about this account. So when it was accessed, who was accessing this website, what are the IPs that have accessed this website in the last month or the last few months, and what are the files that are in this account, under this account. So maybe some different modules, some exfiltrated data, and so on. Some malware attackers rely on Dropbox for storing all their malicious files. So rather than the malware or all their exfiltrated files, and malicious files too. So rather than the malware actually contact the attacker, the malware goes to Dropbox account. The malware has the username and password for that Dropbox account and starts uploading the files. The weakness, as you might think about, that once you reverse the malware, you know the account username and password, you can actually log into this account, download all the files, and contact Dropbox to block that domain. Also, it can help you to get who accessed that account in the last few days, and as well restore all deleted files or all exfiltrated files that the attacker has deleted them. You can get to know which IP that used to delete these files, so possibly who deleted these files or did an action that's not in the malware. Possibly it's the attacker himself out of all the IPs that have accessed that account, and so much more. So there are multiple ways, and I also seen that there are some of the takedown actions, especially for malware that use peer-to-peer activities. So there are some malware that actually, rather than contact the attacker directly, they contact each other, and the attacker is one node inside a big network between all of the different victims. And the attacker can send the domain, can send the command to one of the machines, and all the machines are in contact with each other, and each one who receives that command will send it to the next one. and they can actually exploit that in some cases and able to send an uninstall command to uninstall the whole malware from all the network. And this is another way that some of the takedowns actions have been done. They decrypt all the communication and they try to understand what is the way we can force the malware to uninstall itself, or to deploy code that can actually uninstall the whole malware and deploy it in the memory and uninstall the whole malware. And that has to go through a really big process, a collaboration from different companies, from the Interpol, from so many different organizations to actually take that action. It's not like an action that can be taken separately with only one person, and it can lead to some issues. That's all what I want to say for this video. Tell me what you think about that in the comments below, and don't forget to share that video. Share my video so lots of people can get an idea about malware, get more information about malware analysis, about hacking the hacker or different techniques. So please share the video, comment below what you think about it, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.